All right, so you've done the U-tries down here. Why don't you check out your work with me and see if you got it. So for the first one, it should be x squared. There's nothing with x, nothing with y. Should equal the radius squared, should equal 4. Okay, the next one should be x minus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 49. Okay, again, opposite of x, opposite of y. Here, square the radius. Last one would be x squared plus y squared equals 5. Okay, you square the radius, you'll get 5. All right, go ahead and turn the page. All right, so up here at the top, I know this is still a U-try, but let's do it together here now at this point. So for letter D, this one is going to be x plus 2, again, opposite of what x is, squared, plus, and that's a key too, don't forget those squareds. All right, I've done this for a long time, and I know a lot of kids forget to put the squareds there, so you got to remember that. Y plus 1 squared, okay, opposite of this, equals the square root of 3 squared, that's 3. Okay, easy enough. All right, so now, for letter E, they give us the center. They say the center is 2, 1. So that means it's going to be x minus 2 squared plus y minus 1 squared. But here's the problem with this one. It does not give us the radius. It does not tell us. They give us the center, and then they give us a point on the circle. How are we going to find the equation of the circle? Okay, because what we need here is we need the radius. And remember, it's radius squared there on that part. So what do you need? You need the radius. You need the distance between center and a point that's on the circle. You need to use distance formula. So I'll do it up here at the top where there's room. Distance equals the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, so this is going to equal the big square root. x2 I'm going to call 5. So 5 minus 2 squared, x2 minus x1 squared, plus 3 minus 1 squared. Okay, so 5 minus 2, that's 3 squared, which is 9. I'll just go ahead and do that part in my head. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 squared is 9. Plus 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So 9 plus 4 is the square root of 13. When I put it here, it's the radius squared, so we're going to use 13. And there would be the equation of my circle in standard form. Okay? All right, now, for example 3, what we're going to do is we do not have a circle in standard form. Okay? What we've got is we've got x squareds and x's, y squareds and y's and 5's. It does not look like this. What we need is we need to get this in this parentheses form. How do we do it? We complete the square for x and y. So basically what you need to do is you need to ignore all the stuff here that's with the x's, all the y stuff, and just complete the square like you did in the last lesson. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do this part over here. What you're going to do is you're going to take the 4, divide it by 2. That's 2, the number in front of x, and then square it. 2 squared is 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 4 with the x. Now remember, what you do to one side of the equation, you have to do the other side. So add 4 over here on this side as well. Okay, so at this point now you've done the x work. Remember, it factors down into what it was before I squared it. So my x part is going to be x plus 2 squared. Okay, positive 2 before I squared it. That's going to be my factoring for the x. Now I want to do the same thing for the y. So I'll do the same thing for the y. Maybe I'll do it up over here so you can see what I'm doing. Negative 8 divided by 2. Again, the number in front of y. Divided by 2, that's negative 4. Negative 4 squared is 16. So you got to add 16 over here on both sides of the equation. You can write your little plus 16 here if it makes you happy. All right, so now what you're going to have is y minus 4 squared, because it was negative 4 before we squared it. Y minus 4 squared equals all this added together, 25. Okay, and now you have your equation of your circle in standard form. So what is your center? Your center is negative 2, 4, opposite of x, opposite of y. Your radius is going to be the square root of 25. Okay, square root of 25 is 5 for your radius. Okay, so you got to set up your own graphs here. I'm not doing all the work for you guys. You got to do some of it yourself. So set up your graph. Okay, now maybe what you want to do to make this fit is do your graphs by 2s. That's fine. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 there. X-axis, Y-axis. Make sure you label stuff. All right, so we've got, my graph is by 2s. I'm going to go to -2, +4, which would be there. And then I got to go up, down, left, and right 5 units. Now remember, everything is by 2s. So I go 2, 4, and then I'm in the middle on this one. Okay, go up 2, 4, and then you're in the middle. Go back 2, 4, and then you're in the middle. That would be 5. That's, I mean, you can count this. 2, 4, and your middle, count at 5. Okay, and carefully draw your circle. And there you go, you have it. Okay. Should hopefully make sense to you. Again, complete the square separately for x, separately for y. That is kind of a key. Again, how do I know I have a circle? Nothing in front of x, nothing in front of y. The x squared part is what I'm talking about. Okay, but that's going to be a little more detailed on Thursday's lesson. All right, let's do b together. See what we can do with this. Again, same idea. Let's complete the square separately for x, separately for y. Well, first off, this one is goofy if you look at it. This is not an x. Be careful. It needs to be combined here. So a little integrated 1 review for you. You got to combine that. So actually you have the equation x squared plus y squared plus 4y equals 39. Okay, again, I just combined together the y's there because they need to be put together. All right, now my first question to you is, do I need to complete the square for x? No, because there's not an x with it. You have to have an x squared and an x to do it. Do you need to complete the square for y? Yes. Okay, number in front of y is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Okay, so we're going to add 4 to both sides of the equation. All right, so now here's what we have. We have x squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 43. Okay, the 39 plus 4 is where the 43 is coming from. Okay, again, I had positive 2 before I squared it. That's why it's y plus 2 there. All right, so your center on this one is going to be 0, -2, and your radius is going to be the square root of 43, which I don't know what that is. You don't know what that is, so we got to get a calculator. Let's square root 43. So you're going to square root 43, and that's about, let's round off to the nearest tenth just for our graphing purposes, about 6.6. Okay, so the radius is approximately 6.6. Okay, so this is going to be a little tough to graph, but we'll do it. See if we can figure this out. Okay, we'll go by 2s. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 here also. Okay, make sure you label what you're going by, otherwise nobody knows how you decided to do it. 0, -2 would be right down here. Okay, now we're going to go 6.6. So go out 2, 4, 6, and a little bit. Back 2, 4, 6, and a little bit for your 6.6. Go up 2, 4, 6, and a little bit. Down 2, 4, 6, and a little bit. And again, the best you can, make your circle. Okay? Again, nobody's going to judge you on the quality of your circle. It's more along the lines of, did you make it right? Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to, again, stop the video. I want you to do the try these A, B, skip C, because I want to do that one with you guys, and then letter D. All right, so let's go ahead and pause there. I'll give you a few minutes to try to do these. Come back. There's going to be a third video that details these last couple questions. All right, so make sure you log on to the third video.